Hey, everybody, welcome to the America Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat. If you've got questions or topics you want to address, let me hear them. If you ask me something technical and I don't know the answer, make sure you pay attention to the live chat. Someone in there will. And don't just pay attention, participate. Build a sense of community. That's why we do this for an hour every day, so people got a place to come and have conversations that they wouldn't normally be able to have because they don't have pro-gun people around them. So feel free to do that. Normally, we would start the chat here by reading the names of people who have bought merchandise, but we didn't have any merchandise sales in the last hour or the last 24 hours, so we got nothing to read there. But if you want to buy some merchandise, go on over to my website, tympistolproject.com. There's a link over there. You can go to my Shopify page. Got tons of merch over there. You'll find something you like, help support the channel. You can also become a Subscribe Star member, a Patreon member, get some pretty cool patches like this one here that is limited. You can't get it anywhere but on my page and things like this right here. So go on over there, do that. Help support the channel. You can also sign up for, I think I mentioned it, you can sign up for Subscribe Star and Patreon. I think I'm repeating myself. But do all that over there as well. Sign up for TYMP, help support the channel. YouTube actively tries to get rid of us. In fact, we are a restricted channel. So also make sure that you are subscribed and that you've turned on all notifications and that you go to your own page and make sure you can receive notifications, or else you will not be notified that we have videos out or we've gone live or anything. Like I said, please sign up. They're trying to get rid of us. So we got to try to fight back against the anti-2A bias from YouTube. So go on over there, sign up for the channel. And if you want to support the channel, like I said, go to tympistolproject.com. There's links to both my YouTube channel and tympistolproject.com in the upper corner of this video. With that being said, let's get to the actual chat. Let's see if we got any questions coming in here. What is today? The 22nd. We got Officer Tater Hater paying his tithe to Phil, and he said, I'm catching up on my books and movies this weekend. One movie I'm rewatching is Angel Heart. Very strange movie. Even if you're paying attention, it's hard to fully understand it, like Cloud Atlas. I don't know what Angel Heart is. I've never seen that. There's a lot of movies I don't see, though. I mean, I've never seen Rambo. I've never seen Die Hard. Never seen Lethal Weapon. There's a lot of movies I have never seen. And then we got Sean Bain chiming in. Sean Bain. And he said, favorite part of a chicken wing, drum or the flat part? I guess that would be the drumstick or the tip. I don't know. Is it called the flat? I mean, I like both of them, but the drumstick's the best part. I mean, it's got the big chunky meat at the top. The flat part, you got to get in between them two bones. You got to press that out between them two bones. But I mean, I'm fine with both of them, but I think I like the drumstick better. I mean, who doesn't? Doesn't everybody like the drumstick part better? Maybe not, but I would think they did. Do you change out to a winter gun? If so, why? Not really. I carry the same gun year round usually because I don't really worry that much about concealment. In the winter, it goes under a coat. Well, not really, because I don't ever wear coats. We don't really wear coats here. It doesn't get that cold. It gets down to like the 30s, but not enough for like a heavy coat or anything. So I just wear a thick shirt. Like the difference between my winter and summer wardrobe is that I wear, instead of wearing a t-shirt under my like Hawaiian style shirt, button up shirt, instead of wearing a t-shirt under it, I wear a thermal under it. And that's my difference between winter and summer. So my cover garment's the same. So I don't change. That was Johnny Mandrick, by the way, in case I didn't say. Then we got Micah D chiming in. And he said, give me that SRK LO entry towards Tomcat giveaway and knife and bullet from Mikey D. Well, that's yes, you did. You got interest. And this is the last of the SRKCs. It's the last one. I got one more of the Tantos. I got one other fixed blade knife, and then we're pretty much done. We got a couple more of the little ones, and then I got to go make sure everything's been claimed. If some people ain't claimed stuff, I'm going to have to give them away to someone else because I can't wait forever. And people are like, well, send emails. Well, I don't have emails for a lot of these. I just have like a first name because they want it from a chat. So I just have their screen name, and that's all. Let me get back over here. Where was that? Was Micah Dial. Christian Carlson chimed in, and he said, should I get a new email address and link the YouTube account with that if I want to start a new channel? I don't want to be shadow banned, even if it's not about pew-pews. Well, I mean, you can. I mean, I don't think there's any rules against, how many emails and how many accounts you have, as long as you're not like banned and then you start redoing the same thing with another account. Probably not going to have any problems. But I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to ask that. Probably ask somebody in the live chat because I don't know a whole lot about the rules on that stuff. That was Christian Carlson, by the way. Brian Shupner chimed in and said, I'd like to get the price of machine guns to come down somehow or be able to buy new ones. Yeah, not likely to happen. We had a chance to get rid of the NFA, weaken it strongly here recently, but they pulled the old switcheroo and did no damage to it whatsoever after promising they would. So, and now the Trump administration is going after weed. I got an article sent to me by God damn it, why am I blanking? I just read it. He just sent it to me. Where did it go? Edgar Cortez. He sent me an article on cannabis and guns, and the Trump administration is petitioning and saying that no one with a history of using marijuana should be allowed to own a gun. So that's their official position on it. So pro-gun they are. Ryan McFarland chimed in here and said, what are some good hunting style rifles that take more than 3 or 4 rounds? I don't really like AR style rifles, but I don't want a Mini 14. I have looked around, haven't found anything. Well, you're not gonna. Because that's the thing. Most hunting rifles are like box magazines, things like that, because it's a hunting rifle. Hunting rifles don't generally have a whole lot of rounds. I mean, there are some that you can find. I mean, you can hunt with an M1A if you want to. You can hunt with most of these guns if you want to. But most hunting rifles that are specifically for hunting, 3, 4 rounds. Because how many rounds do you think you're going to get to fire before the animal's you've either hit it or it's gone? So yeah, hunting rifles don't typically come with lots of rounds because it's just for hunting. It's not defensive or anything like that. It can be used for that, but it's not what it's for. Hunt with a good lever gun or something like that. But as like a bolt action or a mag fed gun, it's either not going to be ideal for hunting or it's not going to be, high rounds. Most bolt action guns are not. I mean, you can get something like a Ruger Gunsight Scout, but there's a few around like that are mag fed, but they're not going to be optimal for hunting. If you're going to want the best hunting rifle, you're probably going to get a gun that's got, just a few rounds in it. You have to decide whether you want it to be better at other things too or not. And someone just pointed out, like most states have limits for how many rounds you can have in a hunting rifle. So you're not going to find a lot of high capacity ones. All right, let me keep going here. That was Ryan McFarland. And then we got Ben Coors chiming in here. And then I think we're done with the supers for now. Do you have any common recurring dreams or nightmares related to guns? Not really. I don't really have a lot of recurring nightmares. I mean, we all have the same common ones, like, you work, you need it, it doesn't work, or you try to run away, you can't run, or you're trying to call someone, you're worried about somewhere someone's at or something, and you're trying to call them and you can't dial the number. Those are all just common stress dreams, but nothing significant. No. Then when last here, we got Kevin Payton paying his tithe to Phil, and he said, All hell, Phil, when you were a kid, did your mom ever cook you fried brains? No, we didn't eat fried brains. Or did you or your family eat pickled pig's feet? Pickled pig's feet we did, but not fried brains. Wasn't our thing. My great aunt loved cow's tongue, which is very similar, but yeah, no, we didn't do that. We're not like poor settlers in the Midwest in the Dust Bowl. All right, let's move on here. Let me move on to the emails, see if we got anything. Frank Rodriguez sent me a picture of the Vernon, Connecticut Fire Department just rescued a 40-year-old man who got stuck in a children's tube slide at a playground. It happens. It happens more than you think. Kids, parents go to the playground with their kids. Their kid wants them to go down the slide. They get stuck. And he didn't even look like he's that fat. He looked like he got folded up in it. Was his problem. I don't know how he managed that. Let's see here. I think that's it for George Powell sent a thing saying National Guard in D.C. to carry M17 pistols conduct law enforcement duties. Now they can shoot civilians and blame the gun. Yes, they can now. That was him sending me his phone number. Sean Bain got his 45 AARP shirt. Sent a picture here. There we go, right there. Got my shirt today. 45 AARP. If you got somebody in your life carries an 1911, you got to get them that. That'd be the perfect gift for someone who carries a 1911. If you want to piss them off. And of course, who doesn't want to piss off somebody carrying a 1911? All right, let me make sure we're all caught up on the supers, and then we'll get over to the regular chat. Yep, we're all caught up on those. So my throat's all sore and dry. All right. Let me see if we got any questions coming in over here. Let me get up as far as I can go. I'm putting 38 super comments on ASP videos. Ugh. Had a copperhead. I wouldn't even do that to ASP. Had a copperhead under my truck and my TV exploded. How was your Friday? Not good so far. We're having a lot of fucking trouble with this car since put the new rack in. A lot of leaking. So pissed. I am pissed. Let's see here. Where are we at? My TV didn't explode though. Art used for questions, he can see them. Do you still have your mare's legs? Yeah, I got 4 mare's legs. No, 5 mare's legs. I got 5 mare's legs. Do you think Heritage Arms R92 Ranch Hand Mare's Leg is a good option with octagonal barrel and 357 Magnum? You know, I don't think I've ever seen the Heritage Arms ones in person. So I can't really make much of a judgment about their quality or anything. But I bet they're fine. Maybe I'd have to see one first, though, before I could actually say that. Just picked up my 4-inch Kodiak and love it. I would like that too. I would like one myself. I'm going to put a big down payment on the Walther PDP steel frame match tomorrow morning. You're an asshole. Cunt, I didn't get a new gun. All you cunts get new guns and I ain't getting nothing. All I do is crawling around under cars and trying to fix shit. Which custom guns are your favorite? Oh, I don't know what you mean by that. A custom gun would be a custom gun. How would you know which one's your favorite? Because you don't have that custom gun. I don't have a lot of custom guns. I have a couple of semi-custom 1911s, but I don't got any custom guns. I don't have anything anybody built from the ground up. So, which is better for bear defense, 454 Casull or 460 Magnum? Well, 460 Magnum I would choose out of the two, but you don't need it because you ain't never going to shoot a bear. Ain't no bear going to hurt you. Stop being afraid of the bears. Just don't fuck with them. You'll be all right. Worst infringement. That's a different chat. Is 38 Super a good caliber if you're afraid of the metric system? No, it's not a good caliber no matter what. It's useless. Should go back to Mexico. People are answering for the after chat, the shooting the shit. Well, that doesn't get answered in here. That has to be answered via the YouTube super chats. We've got to be able to share those. Do you think Mare's Leg and 44 mag is good for bear defense? Well, yeah, of course it would. I mean, that's going to give you more power than most 44 mag revolvers. Mare's Leg, I've done a video before where I said I thought the best handgun for bear was Mare's Leg. Because you put a 44 mag in a Mare's Leg, you got something potent. You know? So, yeah, I definitely. Is hair? I read that. I don't know. I have never held one. It's pretty sad that a pack of cigarettes are more than a box of 22 long rifles. It's not sad to me. I would much rather cigarettes be more expensive than bullets. Nobody needs cigarettes. Everybody needs bullets. It was Billy Joe McAllister who jumped off the Tallahassee Bridge in Money, Mississippi. That bridge was destroyed by vandals in 1972. So it might have been that guy who was in here. It might have been what's his face? What's his name? His name's Ryan McAllister, I think. Let me see if I can see his chat from yesterday. What's his name? James McAllister. That's his name. James McAllister. So he might be related. He never answered us when I asked him, so he might be. One doctor at Johns Hopkins University says when it comes to Lyme disease, antibiotics are not enough. Well, that's why you don't want to get Lyme disease. Everybody better pay their tithes to Phil. Ain't nobody paying their tithes to Phil today, hardly. We got a few people weighed in over here, but not even enough to do the drawing yet. So go on over to the YouTube Super Chat, or the PayPal Super Chat, not YouTube Super Chat, PayPal Super Chat, where we actually get to keep the money. And donate if you want to help out the Pets and Vets Fund. Get entry into the knife drawing tonight. I think we need like 3 more entries before we got enough to even give it away. So the SRKC, it's the last one of the SRKCs that will be given away out of this batch at least. But I don't expect to get more. So there. All right. Where are we at? 7% of all people with Lyme disease have no immediate noticeable symptoms, so potentially 10 people in this chat could have Lyme disease and not know it. Yep. Probably people that haven't paid their tithe to Phil. They're going to get the Lyme disease, and I'm not going to feel sorry for them because we told them. How many times did we tell everybody? You don't do it, you're going to get Lyme disease, and they don't listen. They don't listen. They freeload and they think they're going to get away with it, and then bam, Lyme disease. Because a lot of them think they're safe because they don't live in a trailer. So their trailer ain't going to get blown away with their baby in it. So they're like, hey, ain't nothing to do to me. And then bam, Lyme disease. Where did I just jumped? It just jumped on me. Hold on. Most states have 3 to 4 round limit for hunting rifles. A lot of states do. Yes, I know. 1911 and 45 ACP, but what about 38 Super? No 38 Super. That's a useless waste. You know why you don't see a lot of 1911s and 38 Super? Because nobody's stupid enough to want a 1911 and 38 Super. Please tell us why your favorite caliber is the 38 Super. I can tell you why it sucks. What is the barrel length on your mare's leg? Well, they're different ones. I've got a couple of different mare's legs over there. Let me go over and measure real quick. On my Henrys, the Henrys are the longer ones. Those barrels, if I can get my tape measure in the right spot. Those barrels are 12 inches. The one on my Chiappa is 8.5 inches. That's why I bought the Chiappa. Why I always wanted the Chiappa, because it had that 8.5-inch barrel. So 12 inches on the Henry's, 8.5 inches on the Chiappa. I do believe it's 8.5, maybe 8.25. I'm tired. I got a chat coming in here that's for this chat. And the cow says, moo, says, is there a gun out there you'd sell a bunch of your guns to be able to afford? If so, why haven't you? I don't know that there's actually one I would do that for. I mean, there might be some that come up that I would do that for. Like I might do that for a Spore revolver. Like if I walked into Sporting System tomorrow and there was a Spore revolver sitting there. Well, I might go home and sell some of my guns to get it. But right now, I just don't see it happening. But we'll see. But I don't see it happening. Several new 38 Super. Yeah, garbage guns. Hopefully we will have at least 3 participants in the No FUD Zone tomorrow evening. Yes, remember tomorrow is the No FUD Zone. So if you want to be part of that, let me know tomorrow. Which is better, 38 Special or 38 Super for self-defense? Well, 38 Special, it's not as powerful, but it's better because you're not using 38 Super. Let's see, where are we at? I think I'm out of questions here. I got one more. Damn cat, several new 38 Super guns are capable of safely firing the 9x23 Winchester. It's more powerful than 357C. Nah, 38 Super sucks. 8.5 inch Yankees dreaming, and 12 inch he has just flat out lied. No, that's what they are. 8.5. At 8.5, that's easy. 8.5. I don't even gotta get very excited. I can probably do that looking at your mom. Is that a good insult? I don't know if that's a good insult or not. Is my shirt order showing up? I don't know. Let's look and see when you placed your shirt order. Well, actually, let's do that in between. First, I'll probably end this up real quick here because looks like we're out of questions. Let me make sure we're caught up over here. We are. And we didn't get any others. So we were just shy of being able to give the knife away today. Luckily, nobody made any big donations or anything trying to get it. Sometimes people do. Sometimes people do like $30 and up when they see that the knife's up for grabs because they want to get a lot of donations. But as I was saying, that's going to be it for us today. I want to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate everything everybody does, weighing in, talking, keeping the conversation going, asking questions, people supporting the programs we run. I appreciate all of it. I hope to see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again.